Hello everyone, so today I know this video is very late, I know. Some of you guys asked me back in December, November, if I will film my 2016 favorites, and I promised that I will film my favorites video, and I wanted to keep my promise even though it's very late. But I hope you will still enjoy watching this video. I think I'm the last person on YouTube to film this video actually. Also, I wanted to mention that I will not include my Defo Cosmetics collaboration since it's my collaboration, and of course I love those products. So let's get started right now with my 2016 eye favorites. So let's start with eyeshadows. My favorite matte eyeshadow formulation, the Anastasia Beverly Hills matte shadows. Now I've had these shadows for a long period of time, for more than a year, almost 2 years, and I still love these eyeshadows. I still use these all the time. Very buttery, very pigmented, but the most important thing, they blend like a dream. Now the thing with matte eyeshadows, they can be, very pigmented, very nice, but the pigment is so strong that when you apply them on your eyes, they're very patchy. They don't blend, and these are definitely not like that. These are just a dream to work with. Of course, you have seen these in my makeup tutorials because I use these all the time. I try to mix things here and there, but if I love something, I will use it like over and over again. And now to show you some of my favorite shades, I basically love a hot chocolate. I love a beauty mark, which is a bit more mauvey than hot chocolate. I love, as you can see, fresh. I love birkin. This is very similar to soft brown from MAC, but the quality of this one is better. And moving on, my second favorite in terms of matte shadows, of course, I had to include my Viseart Neutral Matte Palette. Again, very nice pigmentation, blend like a dream. And even though I use this palette quite a lot, I still have a lot of product left. I mean, I only hit pan in this eyeshadow. I love the black in here. It's not the blackest black, but it blends so nice. I've tried some other black eyeshadows in my life. Because again of the pigment, those are very patchy. This one is not like that. This is probably my favorite black eyeshadow, matte black eyeshadow. The only bad thing about this palette is very expensive, but on the other hand, you get a lot of product, and it's a neutral palette. You will use this all the time, every day, for a very soft eye makeup look, for, I don't know, an evening out, for a smoky eye, stuff like this. You can really just mix this palette with everything. Of course, the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I bought this palette in 2016. I'm not sure when they released this palette actually. Again, I love that you have in here, more cool tone shades, more warm tones, neutral eyeshadows. You have here again everything. I love this shade, as you can tell, because I use this quite a lot. The only shade that I don't like in here is the black. The black indeed is very pigmented. It's very black, but it's patchy. So I like to use this one only if I need to apply the black color only like in a spot, or for example on my lash line, or just a little bit on the other V, or stuff like this, not to blend it, because if you try to blend it, it's very hard. It's not impossible, but it's hard. These are very pigmented, but at the same time very powdery, so this can be quite a negative thing for someone. For me, I don't care because I still use my foundation and concealer after the eye makeup is done. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know that these are extremely powdery. But even though they're very powdery, the pigment still stays in the place, so you will not just swipe away the color. And I also wanted to mention MakeupGeek and Zoeva matte shadows, because I have some colors that I really like to use from these two brands. With these are really just like a hit and miss for me again. Some of their matte eyeshadows are amazing, blendable, very nice pigmentation. Some of the mattes are very hard, really powdery, and the pigment will not stick to the eyelid. Now with MakeupGeek, her neutral eyeshadows, matte neutral eyeshadows, are usually very good. I've had problems with the more like colored shades. One of my favorite eyeshadows from MakeupGeek this year was Chickadee, and I use this a lot. I love this shade. I use it as a transition shade. For a smoky eye, for a daytime look, for everything. And for Zoeva, I really like the Caramel Melange palette, and also the Nude Spectrum palette. So here in these palettes you actually have both mattes and more like shimmery shades. And yeah, this is one of my favorite palettes. Now for the shimmery shades, I wanted to mention the Anastasia Beverly Hills, some of the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadows. Her shimmery eyeshadow line is again a hit and miss for me. Some of the shades I love, some of the shades I really just don't like. She has a formula where basically the eyeshadow is like a matte eyeshadow and it has some glitter in it. Those I don't like at all. Or also she has more like a satiny finish. Those again I don't like. I just don't like how they look on my eyes, on the skin. But I really like her more like foiled shadows. I'm not sure if it's the Titan finish or the metallic finish, but basically I have in here brownie, I have peacock, I also have chiffon and peach sorbet. These are very, very creamy and just so nice to apply. I love the color payoff and I love the finish. I love just the intensity of the eyeshadow. And of course I had to mention the MakeupGeek foiled shadows because these are still some of my favorites. Amazing pigmentation and amazing finish, like that really strong metallic finish. I also love the Natasha Denona shimmery eyeshadows. Very, very pigmented, and some of my favorite shades are from this palette, the 09 palette. Very like pewtery, greenish type of shade. I love this palette. And now let's move on to my cream shadows, eye tints that I love. So I have a couple of favorites here again. So I love the ColourPop eyeshadows, cream shadows. Some of these don't perform as nice, some of these are amazing. I will show you right now, you know, my favorites and pigmentation. I really like that these basically have this like multi-dimension to them, especially the shades that have glitter, like a very strong shimmer. Also the shades that are very metallic. I really like the effect that these give. And how I use usually my eye tints and my cream shadows, I use these or just as a topping color, or for example underneath pigment or a more like intense eyeshadow, shimmery eyeshadow, to intensify, you know, that metallic finish, that pigment. Another favorite of mine is MakeupGeek. This one I love to use. This is a paint pot actually. I love to use this one as an everyday cream shadow, if this makes any sense. So basically when I need to look polished and it's still, you know, daytime outside and I want to go somewhere and, you know, I need to look decent, I want to wear foundation and I want to wear a really nice soft eye makeup look, I usually wear this. I also love the Pony Effect Intense Eye Tints. Again, these don't crease on me. They have a really smooth texture, very moussey in a way, and they just apply so nice. I have all the shades in these eye tints, so I will show you the swatches and all that. Now the eyeliners. So my favorite liquid eyeliner is the Mote eyeliner. This is a Japanese brand. This is amazing. This is super black, super nice. It will stay on your eyes forever until you take it off, and you don't need some like very strong waterproof eye makeup remover to take this off. And I also love that this is a brush pen, it's not a felt tip. And I also love to use this on my lash line to basically just enhance the lash line with that dotting technique. This is amazing. Now for pencil eyeliners, I like to use the Pony Effect. These are the Longwear Precision Liners. Again, I use these in, I don't know, in many of my tutorials, probably again in every tutorial, because I love these so much. They last on the waterline, so they're very long wearing. I like also the colors because you do have, you know, some neutral shades and also you have some really bright shades. For more like a gel eyeliner, I love the Inglot gel eyeliners. Some people love these, some people hate these. I love these. They don't transfer on me. They last a very long time. I have a black, I have a brown, an ivory color. I also like to use ivory color in my waterline or the black for extra long-lasting effect. For mascara, I do have two favorite brands, the Heavy Rotation and BCL. These are both Japanese brands. I think Japanese mascaras are just the best ones, at least for me. Now in 2016 I really love to use the Heavy Rotation Volume Mascara. I do have right now the extra long version, which has a more like a skinnier brush. Volume 1 that I was using in 2016 a lot had more like a very thick, very big brush, but the formula is incredible on both. They basically do what they claim to do, and this is the most important thing. They last on your eye forever. It's in fact quite hard to take this off. And from BCL, I loved using the Lash Curler Express. This one has a very tiny brush, very long one. So I love to use this like on my bottom eyelashes. This one again has a really nice formula. I love Japanese mascaras. So yeah guys, that's it. These are my favorite eye makeup products that I used in 2016. Let me know which are your favorites, and you know, all the products that you loved in 2016. Maybe I should try something new. I will see you very soon with some new videos. Take care and bye.